GG's The Mouthful podcast is brought to you by goodgame.tech, the most welcoming gaming community on Facebook. Join the conversation at www.goodgame.tech.
What's up, everyone? This is Arnaldo, aka Mad Dog, and this is going to be the real episode 102 of GG's The Mouthful podcast.
Woo! GG!
Yes, thank you so much.
Nice.
Voices next to me, of course. First off, Mr. David Santos, aka Dream Twister. What is up?
Watashi wa Davis, and this is the Mouthful podcast.
You
ruined it.
And then, of course, the third voice is Mrs. Shadow 24/7, aka Krista Montanez.
And if it sounds a lot better, we just got in our new mixer.
Yeah, buddy. We're moving up in the world.
Actually, you guys probably don't even notice because
I know.
We leveled up
we sound
like
back. That's us.
Let's be real.
Same.
We're good at editing. That's what it comes out to.
Let's be real. We're terrible at podcasting, but
well, that's true.
New equipment is not going to make us any better.
So, in other words, you guys will be the
A
judge.
new hammer doesn't make a carpenter better.
Most definitely. All right, guys. This is your first time listening to the show. First off, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, go to goodgame.tech. That takes you right to our Facebook group. And, of course, follow us on YouTube, iTunes, and Google Play. And actually, several other podcast services. Please like, subscribe, to share with the podcast with everyone. Please. Thank you so much.
You only have 101 episodes to catch up.
Correct.
So
correct.
Start
Although,
binging.
A lot of the news is pretty old at this point.
Yeah, so just
the worst.
just jump in.
It's more
really.
The banter, yeah. The banter is what you're going to be missing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where else they're going to catch episodes of Doomsday? Remember what Doomsday is doing in the podcast?
I remember those crazy podcasts.
Yeah.
I missed the misconnections.
I missed
the misconnections.
Just tell him to just email you or send you a voice recording of him doing it.
He should.
Why not?
That should be great.
Yeah, all right.
Actually, you know what?
By request.
That's happening, guys. That's happening.
You know what? Call him right now and ask him to do one.
I'm sure you can spend like.
Well, we can find. I'm sure we can find something on. What was it? Craigslist? Was it that we were looking at?
No.
Oh wait, they took that out though.
Oh, the misconnections?
I think they took.
That's crappy.
All the personals.
Really?
Oh, Craigslist. Yes,
that's bull.
It was some sort of. Oh my God! What was it? Anyway, this is not. This is not that political cast. You know, it was for some political reason or other. Who knows? Let's talk about games.
Most definitely. As always, the way the show goes, we basically go into what we've been up to and then move into some news items. Not too many news items this week. And then into our hot topic of the week. This week's hot topic is... What was it again?
The generation.
Oh, when is next gen coming? Yes.
Oh,
I think you've had too much to drink already.
It's possible. It is possible.
It's possible that we have been... You guys arrive here at 7 on the dot and it's like 8:40 and we're just starting to record.
Well, I mean,
we had to wait for food and, chilling out for a bit.
So I also wanted to bring back another segment that I started last week, and that is Deals for the Weekend.
Oh, yes, insert the music intro here. It
sounds mildly familiar.
At least it wasn't John Cena's theme.
Couple of items here I wanted to bring up. First off, one of my favorite games, and I'm sure Giovanni can agree, Cuphead is on sale, 15% off with games if you are a gold member. So look for that there. I'm looking for other Xbox games here, and I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't like their site. But XCOM 2 is 67% off. They don't actually give you the amount. They just tell you the percentage that is off. So you'll have to do the math yourself. And then finally...
like $20-$30. That's usually like a $60 game.
That's not bad. And then finally... Assassin's Creed Origins is 40% off. These are games that, of course, you have... He's still going with the song.
Which one is this one? Ding, 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 ding.
Well, let
ding,
them
ding.
keep doing it. When you're
Ding,
doing
ding,
that, you
ding,
just have
ding,
background
ding,
music
ding,
throughout the
ding,
time.
I don't know which one.
Ding, ding, ding. That's the Wii store, the Wii Music Store. Ding, 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 ding.
I guess I have to hear it. Not from you. Over on PlayStation 4, I wanted to point out, first off, there's a Telltale sale happening right now. A couple games that I wanted to let you guys know about. First off, The Walking Dead, yes, the new Frontier, which is the most recent season, is down to $9.99 originally.
Oh my god!
At $25.
They might say they're following the formula of the show by just keep adding more and more episodes when it probably doesn't need to anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
That's Telltale.
That's Telltale. That's Telltale for you. And then, of course, if you want to do the entire bundle of everything that they've ever done, they have actually a nice little bundle. It was only going to cost you $78.
The Telltale Bundle.
It's a Telltale Mega Collection, normally $130. So yeah, look forward to that. And actually, there's another one that I wanted to point out: Tales of the Borderland. If you happen to miss that
one was good.
Yes, if you happen to miss the PlayStation Plus sale, it's on sale right now. Well, PlayStation Plus when it was free, it's on sale right now for $4.50. So make that happen, guys.
Worth all $4.
Worth more than $4. Most definitely. All right, so we're going to start the show with what we all start with, and that is, what have we been up to, Mr. David Santos?
Oh, I don't know. It is getting closer to the Marvel Holy Week.
That it is.
We got the new movie coming out, and excitement levels are rising. So now, I've been going back into the catalog and catching up on some of the movies. I'm not doing the crazy whole watching all the episodes. Although I did find a good video on YouTube where there was one where it explains all 38 hours of movies combined into 15 minutes.
Oh,
I haven't seen that. Yeah, that one I started watching and it was interesting. But there was another one that was from GameSpot where they were recommending the chronological order that you
of how to watch it.
How to watch it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, not by release but by the events.
The events, yeah.
And
it's not completely,
and also
it wasn't completely out of order right now. Anyway, I mean, the only one that really stands out is what, Captain America.
No, but for example, exactly. But that those movies usually like they jump a little bit, from one to the next, or they're used to. Mm-hmm. So that one was not only showing you which movies to watch, but also specific shows. From like, for example, Agent Carter. Well, you don't have to sit down to the whole season, but you can watch this episode.
Just specific episodes.
Okay. Same thing with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Maybe this couple of episodes here. It was showing a lot of also of if you own the DVD, they have the special
the one shots,
shorts,
the Marvel one shots.
Yeah, these ones are important to see, for example, and stuff like that. So, but I realized this time. And with my schedule, because it's not like it's too late. I could, obviously there's more than 38 hours to go through.
It's 3 weeks, bro.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
But with my schedule, I doubt I'll be able to watch it. So I'm kind of like revisiting the ones that I don't remember much, or maybe I haven't seen even, because there have been, there's at least one right now, one glaring hole, which is the Hulk.
The Incredible Hulk. Yeah.
I haven't seen the Incredible Hulk. So even though I sort of have an idea how things go, because everybody talks about it, you can't put spoilers.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I've been doing a little bit of that. The playing, of course, Yakuza 0, and yesterday I got a little bit tired of it because I realized that I'm stuck wanting to do the mini quest and I'm not progressing.
It's been a
which
while
is
now.
something, for some reason. And there are new Yakuza. I mean, there was another Yakuza that was out that I haven't even opened, which was Yakuza Kiwami, which is supposed to be the first real,
I think you need a break.
Yakuza
from
1
the series. Honestly.
I think so.
I love it. I like it. I like it a lot. It's just they're long games. This is totally not for an adult whatsoever, and he knows it. But
that he does.
I still wanted to play something, and I might have ended up getting Far Cry 5.
Didn't you already have Far Cry 5?
I might have Far Cry 5 on the PC.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
No, dude. Obviously, if I'm gonna play it, I'm gonna want to play the superior version. And everywhere. Sir, you can't dispute that. Come on, you can't dispute that.
The superior version.
Yes, exactly. You know, I can get to choose if I want to play with keyboard and mouse or if I want to play with gamepad. You can't do that on the PlayStation, can you, boy?
Which you wouldn't want to either, but that's fine.
Not if you're a console peasant. No, I'm not gonna. We're not gonna go into that. Anyway, yeah, man, it's just been Far Cry 5.
Oh, the game, yeah, it's the same. I mean, see, here's the thing. It's an interesting premise. But with all the reviews so far, you kind of already know that this story ain't really gonna go anywhere like wow, or anything like that. Crazy, sure, probably, but it's not gonna be like intelligent crazy. It's just probably gonna be, I don't know, some goof off crap. I'm interested in playing a little bit more. The problem that I have with that game, and actually this is true of other first-person shooters, namely Crysis is the one that I'm thinking right now, is that the guns don't feel powerful, man. Not only you have to almost empty well, maybe not that bad, but it takes several shots to kill a human, but also just the sound of it. It's like they don't know how to do the sound effect. It's funny. I'll jump in and add this just to your segment since we're talking about it. I actually got a chance to play it as well. I was able to do it through SharePass with one of our friends.
Oh shit! You can't do that on PC.
By the way,
you cannot do that on PC.
Oh no, you can't. Oh, so it was with
PlayStation Advantage.
Advantage PlayStation 4. No, it was Wolf's Flame. His I don't know his real name, but Gilberto calls him Zip, so I'm gonna call him Zip. Yep. But yeah, I played with him. He let me. Shout out to Zip. And then another gentleman that came in. I can't remember. The point is, I was able to play, watch it, and I'm glad I did that because I was kind of on the fence about getting the game. And when I realized, okay, this is the type of open world game that I don't like, and that is the sandbox game where you just run around, do shit. Yeah, you have objectives. But do they really matter? People just do whatever the fuck they want. You know what I mean?
Well, they matter in the sense that you grow,
progress the story,
and you become more powerful as you create this. But I'm thinking of I'm probably gonna very narrowly play it, just try to get to to the end, and not completely miss the side quests, but I might try them here and there because I hear there's some of them that are actually fun. But
I was hoping that the story would be more. Just something more of substance,
like ground. Not ground, but like a bigger punch.
Something more substance.
And we don't I don't mean it in the sense of oh my god, it has to be like shocking or anything like that. But it seemed like a game that was trying to be a commentary.
The choice that they made. I mean, if you look at all the other Far Cry's, it's like, oh, they're bringing this back home. They're making us about that.
Totally doesn't feel
like... I think it was based off, because it's based in Montana, so I think it was based off something... I know it sounds more close to home, like modern, but something happened in that state a long time ago. I'm not going to go into it.
Oh no, so I think it's modern time.
Well, I know, but I think it's kind of based off something that happened.
That may. Oh, I see. They spawned off from that.
Yeah. The I mean, it looks beautiful. Shooting. And to be honest, I haven't played a lot to say to pass judgment or anything like that. I'm hoping for this to be just a solid 7. If it's a solid 7, then I'll be okay
Money
with
well spent.
But I won't be afraid of, hey, I beat it and it wasn't that hard. Probably going to be
every single video that I've seen, it's always people messing around in it. every single time. That's why I'm like, I'm not even gonna bother with it.
Which it is good for that. Yeah.
I mean, it's nice, but
you can't do that in Witcher. You don't want to fuck around like that.
No, you don't want to fuck around.
You get killed and mauled by a bear.
You don't fuck with the Witchers.
Yeah.
Whoever wants to take over. Yeah, that's it. That's
Far
Cry 5. What's my surprise?
What have you been up to?
Well, I've been playing some Fortnite again because it had an update recently.
Man, I want to play Fortnite. Oh shit! I did play Fortnite too. Yes. Okay, go ahead.
Just jump in front of her.
I guess I got excited because I forgot. I did play a little bit of Fortnite.
I did remind him of something.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me that we ought to go back to it.
Oh, I'm sure we should.
Yeah,
I'm sure we should.
So it had an update recently because it had some issues. So it had a stability fix about a week or two ago. There's still some issues, so they recently put another fix.
Okay.
So now it's running smoothly a lot more instead of the whole lagging and all that because we had so many disadvantages with it. And I still wish they would, disable that you can play keyboard and mouse on this game for console.
Oh, they're looking into it.
They should have done it.
There was an article or something that I read that they're looking. They're not sure how they're going to do it because but to see how they can disable.
Just like you might just want to look at every other game out there.
Yeah, because I know they probably did. Because Paragon was like that. You could play with PC and console, but they're allowing you to use keyboard, but of course with limitations because you can't play with PC, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's still a very big disadvantage for people who only use controllers.
Of course, yeah.
So,
well, tell me about the people that are playing on mobile and some of the people that have
they've disabled
Bluetooth.
Did they disable?
Yeah, there was the same article. They were saying, or they haven't done it yet, but they're implementing it. It's gonna be in the next update or something like that.
Think of this thing? Whose idea thought that? Yeah, maybe it's not gonna be that bad. People are gonna be.
I think it's because
it's probably still
they
relatively small
don't
fraction.
think of it like, oh, we'll pull it out. They don't think that everyone's gonna be using this feature.
No, it's not even that. I think it's relatively a small portion of. If you look at all the users, because they have apparently a shitload of users, it's a relatively small group that are actually doing that. So,
but you can tell.
But that's still that sours the rest.
Yeah.
You can tell when someone's using keyboard and mouse by the way they're building.
Mm-hmm. No,
you can tell when they're like speed building.
I've seen them. I've seen a few. I was like, man, I don't know how.
Or they're using a special controller to do it.
Maybe they have really fast fingers.
Special controller.
Hats off to their special person.
So I started playing. I was giving my PS4 a break a bit this week and started playing my Xbox, and I got into Quantum Conundrum.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yes.
It was a free game last month, if I remember, and I like it. I played it before on PS3. One of my friends had it.
It's a side-scrolling puzzle game, right?
Not side-scrolling. No, it's first-person puzzle game.
So it's I had it. Oh, so it's like the Portal, right? That's the Portal type
kind of
game?
Yeah, you use you're a kid, you visit your uncle's mansion, and he ended up getting himself in some stuff and managed to power down the house.
Okay.
So he got himself into a different dimension, and you have to try and power up the house to bring him back
from the different dimension. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you use like this special glove that uses IDS batteries that let you use different because he keeps calling it dimensions, but I want to say like different powers kind of, because you can change objects to
okay,
you can slow time, make objects heavy, light, to solve the puzzles.
For a moment I thought you were gonna I was thinking of Quantum Break. As Arnaldo knows, this is very interchangeable in my head. Quantum Conundrum and Quantum Break. Quantum Break being that failed game, Microsoft exclusive that was supposed to be like a big hit.
It's also a game you just call Quantum Leap.
Quantum Leap, yeah. Yep. The one that have full motion video, like a whole episode. Yep. And you sat down for a whole episode, and then you start playing, and then it went back into sit again. A Hideo Kojima joint almost.
No. They tried, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So it's a good game. Like, I like puzzle games. It's a bit frustrating though.
Those type of puzzle games are. Yeah. I remember Portal 2. I was just like, man, I can't remember what it was, but there was like there was one thing I'm like, I gotta be able to do. David lent it to me, and I was like, I almost stopped. I was like, freak this game.
What a great game, Portal 2.
But the thing is that you have the option to die in this game too.
To die?
You can die in this game.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah. He's like, what?
Oh, because you talk about because of puzzle game where you can die. That's
because there are parts where it has pitfalls, has lasers. You can die in the game.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, you can die.
Game over or just respawn immediately?
No, you can die and then
respawn immediately.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so it's like Super Meat Boy.
Forgivable in that sense.
He's not technically the kid's not supposed to die.
No.
So
he just gets shredded to pieces, but it's the other dimension, so it doesn't count.
Exactly.
Yeah. And lastly, what I've been playing is Terra.
Yes. That MMO.
I've been waiting.
That came out recently on PlayStation 4.
Yeah, for a bit. I've been waiting for it, and it's not a bad work. Not a bad port. It could use some work though.
How's the frame rate?
It's good, but sometimes frame rates can drop a bit. Yeah. It does lag here and there. Like it needs some work, but it's not a bad.
This was the MMO when in the back when it came out. I think it was like 2012 actually. Because I was looking forward to it because it was very different to other MMOs that had like its regular like cooldowns, attacks and stuff like that. This one was very action oriented.
Very immersive.
You will press a button and it'll do the attack. Mm-hmm. So and this is a Korean MMO. It had an amazing style and look to it. It looked so good. My only problem with it was that it had these characters that kind of look like, I don't know, they kind of look like underage, like small girls.
Okay. He's talking about a specific race.
It's a specific race, but that when they came out, at least, well, I don't know if now. It was incredibly sexualized. It was like, no, man, this is kind of pervy.
No.
I couldn't play it. And that was a big criticism of the game when it came out. They tried to censor it a little bit, but it's like, no, it still looks like a 12-year-old in hot pants. I don't know. I don't know about
news for you, though.
They did
the race in question is called it's called the Ellen race, and they're like little like Lolita girls looking.
Great.
Not sexualized, no. They changed that completely, but they look like that. They're small.
They put clothes on them.
Yeah.
They put clothes on them?
Yes.
Okay.
But of course, consoles. All the other girls in all the other races can't say so much.
This is the other. You seen the meme of level 1 armor and the lady has regular armor, and then the epic armor, the level 30
like
whatever
skin clad bikini.
It's like a metal bikini. Yeah. Like this is where it came from. It came from this game.
That particular shot is from this game.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, I got news for you. Like because I wanted to be a brawler, but you could only be a female human brawler, and she's like completely like bikini. I'm like.
Yeah.
How can you fight like that?
I don't know.
It's like
that makes
how can I fight when I have your ass on my face very much all the time? It's funny though because you can have the small characters with big ass weapons, right?
Yes, I've seen an Ellen as a Lancer class.
As a Lancer class, and it has a lance, but it might as well look like a freaking tank thing. I don't know.
And it's because Lancer class is tank. Because that's what I have. I'm using a Amon race with Lancer class, and the Almond, they remind me a mix between the Quinari and the Krogan. So they're horned but very stocky, so I picked Lancer for a perfect class.
Okay.
Yeah, for a brawler type. Yeah.
Type.
If you want to, we mentioned a lot of the late races name. You might want to just go and Google it. Just make sure you have safe search on.
I'm explaining how it is.
So I was going to say, what I mean, considering it's early, what are your early impressions on it?
I do like it. Like,
and you're playing it on
PS4.
PS4, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, PS4. The game came out on PC.
Is it free to play?
On 2012.
It's free to play since Tuesday, because before you had to have a Founders Pack.
Okay.
Because they were still testing it and all that, but now it's free to everyone.
All right.
I want to say
I might jump in just to say, because I've never tried an MMO, so
yeah. I mean, it's not.
It'll be a good one for you to start in.
It's not bad. Yeah, it's very actiony.
To show how very action and immersive, like, so my character is an Almond Lancer, And the Lancer have a lance and a shield, so I'm very tanky. And in these fights, I can shield before they I can do combos when I'm attacking, and it's
satisfying.
Yes, very satisfying. Like some MMOs do that, not a lot of them do that.
I might have to look into this.
Terra. Yeah, there was they
download it now.
That game
it's a big download though. It's like about 40-45 gigabytes.
Oh, you don't have the space.
So
No.
Sad face.
I do not have the space. I mean, I can make space. What the hell?
I mean, I can stream it someday. See how it works.
It's not you can. It's like you're expected to.
You will or else.
I'll do it.
You're much expected to.
Well, if I play after this, I'll do it.
Awesome.
I'll do it. So that's what I've been doing.
All right. Well, I have played a couple games, but I wanted to quickly run into a movie that I saw that I definitely recommend.
Oh.
Maybe not to Mr. David here. I don't know, but it is called, and actually posted it when I was watching, Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. It's actually a movie came out last year, and I
heard all this.
Yeah, it's this is not a spoiler because this literally happens before the film even begins. So, excuse me. So a woman, her daughter is raped, killed, and burned.
That sounds like my type of movie.
Yeah. So again,
that's a lot going on.
When you get to the beginning of the film, what happens is that she ends up renting these 3 billboards on a road, and it basically shouts out the cops saying it's been, daughter raped and killed here. It's been 7 months or something like that. Chief Willoughby, why haven't you done anything? Basically calling them out. And that, of course, puts the whole city into this big uproar. Woody Harrelson's in it, and he is freaking awesome. I really dig Woody Harrelson. The one that's really the most amazing of them all, though, is I don't know if you who know who this is, but Sam Rockwell. He's an actor. He's really, really good. He actually played, if you remember Iron Man 2, he played Justin Hammer, which was Tony Stark's rival for the weapons program. Maybe not. Okay, never mind. So anyway, I definitely recommend it. Do know that it is actually kind of humorous. So it's
what?
It falls in the dark comedy thing.
What?
Yes, I know. I know.
The fuck are you? And you recommending this on our show?
I am recommending this. It is really, really good.
You have a very dark sense of humor.
I mean, don't get me wrong. No, again, remember what I said, that this particular event that she's referring to happens way before the film even begins. Like I said, 7 months basically after that. It's just really what she's like, why aren't you guys doing anything about this?
But it's a comedy.
I didn't say it's a comedy. I did not say it's a comedy. It has dark humor, I should say. It has dark humor. It's still more a dramatic film, but I cannot recommend it more. The only reason I don't want to recommend it to you, Mr. Santos, Mr. Dreamy, is because you tend to like closure.
Oh,
okay. So it's possible
they forgot to do the ending.
It's possible, you may look at this and say,
"What happened?"
Well, exactly.
Oh, okay. Maybe they're leaving for the sequel.
My wife didn't really like that. she was like, "What the hell?"
Sorry. I'm used to the 3-part.
Yeah, well, it's still 3 parts.
Yeah, I'm talking about the beginning, the whatever it's called, the middle, and then the end, and then the closure. If it doesn't have closure,
it does have closure. It does have closure. It just depends how you.
So we continue. The DLC.
Yeah, exactly. And then I played 2 games. First game I played was Nex Machina, which I finally got a chance to come out. It game is amazing, dude.
It's so good.
I love it. And I'm a huge arcade game type of person. It's, I guess you would call it sort of a bullet hell, right? Because they're coming. Not really, because there's not a lot of bullets.
It is. Well, I mean, you're dodging.
A lot, but there's not really. I thought about that because I mentioned it to good.
Not like shmup.
No, not a shoot 'em up. A shmup. Yeah.
I don't know if I said it right.
You did.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. But no, it's really, really. It's a lot of fun. It's challenging. Graphics are amazing for this type of game. Really, the music is ridiculous. Highly recommended. It was on sale if you missed it.
Who's this?
This is comes from Housemart.
Yeah.
Housemart. Makers of Resogun.
Yep.
Makers of.
That's all. That's what you should. What you need to know.
Oh no,
Resogun
Super Stardust
and Super Stardust.
Hello. That's
you like those type of games, this is your. This
is your jam. Highly recommend it. It's only $15, I think, normally. Yeah. So it's not like a huge buy-in anyway. Although you should be buying this because, frankly, now they're not making these type of games because they realize there's just no money in it because nobody buys.
Not a lot of people are pursuing the arcade.
So anyway, really good. And then the last one I played was the Mummy Demastered.
Tell us about the Mummy Demastered.
That game is so good.
It is so good, isn't it?
It is ridiculously good. It follows. So it's so. It is. I know you.
You saw the Mummy. You saw the Mummy.
I saw the Mummy, which you don't even need to see. Let's be real. It doesn't. It's not like it follows. Tom Cruise is not in this, so it doesn't matter anyway. Yeah. This is the better of them. No, I'm just kidding.
This is the best. This is what the movie should have been.
This is what the movie should have been. Just
with the 8-bit, with the 16-bit style and everything.
I would have sat for 2 hours.
Oh man, totally.
Anyway, my point is that it is really fun. It's basically, I know they mentioned Contra, but I don't see other than the fact that your character is running around shooting a gun.
That's Contra. That's all Contra does. Shoot and jump.
Yeah, but that's also Contra is also one hit kill. You're dead if you get hit. Yeah, so it's nothing like that. It's way more Metroid, Super Metroid like actually.
Wasn't there a Contra? I want to say maybe in the Genesis or something like that where he actually had a health bar, like a small health bar, but he had a health bar.
I don't recall.
That's probably
I never
what
played
I'm
Genesis.
Thinking. Well, it might have been.
I didn't own a Genesis. I never,
Yeah, and it would have been Super Nintendo because that was Contra 3.
Contra 3.
Contra 3. What a great game.
Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah. Alien Wars. Yeah, that was amazing.
The Alien Wars. Yeah.
But no, so this game, essentially, you are chasing down the mummy, obviously, as she is little by little putting herself back together like in the film. But you play a soldier. Again, you get power-ups like you normally would do in Metroid, and you keep them. They obviously now allow you to traverse different areas that you couldn't before. The one difference that here that obviously no Metroid or Castlevania that I can think of had is if you die, you turn into a zombified version of yourself.
Yes.
And then when you start the next game, you literally have nothing. You have to go back.
Go get your shit.
You got to go kill
style.
your. It's technically your partner because it's a soldier. So you're just a new soldier, and you have to go kill that old soldier that died. Get your shit. Get his shit, and continue the story.
That's
so
awesome.
It's actually pretty cool, and it's not easy to get it from him because he fights back.
Sounds a bit like almost roguelike kind of, but instead you're in a different body.
Yeah, a little. I would say that because I would say that because you know when you have I would definitely agree with that. I know I'm just saying.
I'm trying to make the connection like it's 16-bit.
Surprising that you like it considering it's now that I mentioned it's like roguelike.
Well, it's not a roguelike.
It's not a roguelike. It has little hints of roguelike.
Yeah.
If it was a roguelike, no, I would not be because the roguelike. A true roguelike is when you die, you've lost everything, you have to start all over again. All right? Maybe things, and then worse, usually the levels are completely different now. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, and who knows what else has changed, basically. But this is not that case. This is more Super Metroid, and I am so digging this. And the music is so good. I was the music wow.
That's how I found out about this game. Was in a year-end discussion, and I heard all the groups that were talking about it, they were raving about the music in this game and the gameplay and everything like that, but they kept mentioning the music. And I was like, my God, I gotta hear this because here they're comparing it. I mean, it's. I YouTube it and that was my jam. Yeah, when I heard it was like, oh, man, I need this.
Spectacular as it is. I mean, I cannot recommend this game more, guys. Yeah. Seriously, if you're into that type of old 16-bit feel, I mean, this is good, crisp 16-bit too. Yeah. This is not, this is good graphics. If you're into that type of thing, if you're into side-scrolling Metroid, Castlevania type games. This is the game for you. And then on top of that, the music. And then on top of that, it's not even long. I mean, I'm I'm relatively, I won't say, I'll probably, from what I can tell, it's on the map. Based on the map. The map looks like the old Metroid maps, by the way, too. So, based on the map, and also, what's the other one? Axiom Verge. Yeah. So, based on that, you always kind of know, all right, so the map's all almost filled in. I'm almost near the end, basically. So, I'd say probably a good 2/3 through. And it took me, 3.5 hours to get to that? So, it's not a long game.
So, once you get close to the end, you're going to stop playing it.
Watch the end of it.
Of course.
Watch the end because he won't even.
No, she means go to YouTube and watch it.
Not even. Wolfenstein 2 says hi.
Wolfenstein 2, I think I uninstalled it.
Well, you know what? He found better things, and I can see him doing this with God of War also.
I think.
Oh no, he's not gonna do.
Yeah, I don't think we do with God of War. Yeah.
If you do that with God of War, that's like doing it with Last of Us or something like that.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure
not like that.
And
but
I don't do it often. I don't do it. It's honestly when it's something that's so like lengthy or maybe overly lengthy, and I think that's where I was reaching with Wolfenstein. I was just like, all right,
it's a game that it does.
Not that it was bored or anything. It was just like it's a lot. It's a big game. I mean, hey, hands down, man. Machine Gun Games, thank you for making us a big game. You know what I mean? I paid for it. I didn't do this on some sort of weird sale.
But you're at the end, literally at the boss.
I know, but
you just have to enter
and it's like 50 gigs.
You could have let you can do that from your phone, so there's no excuse.
No,
sir.
it's on a disc. I have to go and put the disc in. So sorry, guys, but Mummy Demastered, Geo. I know you were interested in it. You know what? I might actually stream a little bit of this.
Yeah.
Just so you guys can check it out.
That's how I watch you play.
Well,
yeah. He was share play.
Just let me know so we're not competing.
Oh, of course. Yeah, absolutely. I might actually because I tend to post like. Tune in Tuesday.
You know what? It's kind of a shame. It's almost like having the Mummy license is almost a disservice to this game. In the sense that I feel like a lot of gamers are gonna look at this and be like, oh no, that's based on the Mummy.
Yeah, but you gotta
Mummy, whatever.
You gotta say that how good it is.
Yeah,
keep posting how good it is.
Have to go through word of mouth at this point. Yeah. So word from my mouth, guys, worth the purchase. I don't even know what the regular price is. God damn it! I brought it on.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of his mouth?
Do I? You don't understand me? I'm sorry. But anyway, that's what I've been doing. All right, guys, we're going to go into some news items. First piece of news. SpiderMan. Oh, no.
He was going to say SpiderMan 2.
I was going to say SpiderMan 2. Damn it. We're going to start this shit over. No. SpiderMan PS4 has a date.
SpiderMan 4?
Yes, SpiderMan PS4 has a date. It is coming out officially on September the 7th of this year. And I am extremely excited because I'm going to.
Oh yeah, me too.
60 frames.
It is not 60. It's on PlayStation, guys. It's not 60 frames. Okay, come on.
It's not PC. Come on.
It's not. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I don't need it to be 60.
You know
just
what?
need it to be a lock 30. That's all I need.
Not only a lock. Yeah, exactly.
That's
all
I
need to have that framey, the time frame perfectly.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I'm cool with that. They just released the announcement this week. I'm very excited.
I got excited. I saw they were offering some editions of it also. I'm not interested in getting like the super special edition or anything like that, but I wanted to see the offerings, plus I wanted to see the box also. And I immediately went to Amazon. They haven't updated, at least at the time that I went, they hadn't updated the release date. So
September.
So it wasn't sure. Yeah, but yeah, I'm super stoked about this one because this is an Insomniac joint.
It is.
I like Insomniac games.
Insomniac is top notch when it comes to it. And you know what I like about it is I've noticed I don't know much about it, like the story.
Yeah, true.
I haven't seen it much, and I guess probably we can see a
it's
little bit more.
It's a hero that I haven't heard. I mean, it might be a popular hero. I don't know, but this particular villain. Sorry, I was
going to say
villain. I don't know who he is.
I know you're talking about. I forgot his name.
Exactly.
But I'm pretty sure he's not the only villain. You know what I mean?
Oh.
And I'm wondering because this is still the Spider-Man of this particular game is not young. High school Spider-Man. He's a grown ass man.
Yeah.
And so I'm curious to see it. And I'm very excited about it. I don't know about you guys.
And it looks so good.
It does look good.
It looks amazing.
Legit. It looks really, really, really good. Yeah. Spider-Man. I keep saying Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man. Why?
I don't know. I'm already rushing the sequel. Spider-Man coming on September 7th.
Speaking of sequels,
that means it's going to be good then, right?
Hopefully.
You remember that sequel that came out for Shadow of Colossus.
Shadow of Colossus. Yes, I remember the sequel that never happened.
The sequel that should happen. They should have
it was
done
probably
something
a
like
thought,
that.
and that was it.
Perhaps.
Shadow of Mordor was
yes.
a favorite game of mine when it came out.
That smoking turd, yes.
Yes.
No, just kidding.
No, the first one, really? You didn't like it?
Oh, the first one. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Shadow of Mordor was great.
Shadow of Mordor, yes.
Yeah, Shadow of War.
I won't go so far as great. It was really good.
No, it was great.
It was really good.
It was. Okay, that's fine. All right, let's say really good then.
We're splitting here.
Even though it was my game of the year that year, but it just goes to speak about how laggy it was that year. Now that I think about it, you're right. It
each
was
their own,
good.
really.
Yeah,
fair enough.
In any case, Shadow of War. Was good also, but it was infected with stupid single player microtransactions that made no sense. And if that was by itself, then it would have been bad. But it was exponentially worse by them altering the grind on the end game, so you were almost forced into buying this microtransactions stuff,
which were loot boxes, weren't they?
Loot boxes for loot orcs, basically, which is the stupidest thing. It completely devalues the game.
Randomized, yep.
Devalues the game. Devalues your missions. Capturing this orc and stuff like that. Why would you if you could just buy them? The whole thing was crap.
Mm-hmm.
So it was announced recently that Warner Brothers. They say they listen to the community. Yeah, sure. Well, it took you long. They are taking away the microtransactions of that game, which gets me excited because that game, along with the first one, have some good.
Gets you excited? Why?
About they taking it out?
Yeah,
because it means that there's an opportunity for the other aspects of the game to shine, like the Nemesis system. So no other game has done Nemesis system as good as this game.
So
or at all, actually.
I guess the question would be, are they altering the grind? Because if they're not altering the grind, and you still have grind, you just don't have a way to pay for it.
I would think so. So we're gonna get reports on that. Don't worry. And by the time I decide to jump back into this game, I will. There'll probably be people talking about it.
Well, let's hope.
Because it's gonna be as crappy, that I don't want to grind.
That's even worse. I mean, that's even worse. We're gonna take the
worse than microtransaction.
No. What I'm saying is, what's worse is. They put in these. They adjust the game so they can justify you getting the microtransactions and loot boxes. Right? They never actually mentioned that. Right? At least I don't think that they mentioned that the grind was ever altered in any way. Right?
I haven't seen that either.
I haven't seen anything. So now they're going to take the loot boxes and all the microtransactions out, even if they alter the game. Now you're literally shining a light the fact that you alter the game for the freaking microtransactions.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm like, that's even worse.
But I don't think that was ever in doubt, though. I don't think it was ever true. But it feels like they did. No, they fucking did.
I know, but they never actually said that,
and people recognized it anyway.
This is what I'm saying. But this is now them admitting it by doing it, by changing it back. That's what I'm saying. If they change it back, now you're admitting that it was already altered, even though they never said it. They never said it.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, So they are changing it back. You know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna be like, you're gonna have these people who've had the game for 6 months, going, "I'm never gonna finish this game," and suddenly, boom, they're at the end. They're like, "What the hell is this?"
I think the fact that
I'm like, that's BS, bro.
Games don't need microtransactions. Period. If you're adding microtransactions, I think that's a mission enough already that you're trying to fuck people over.
Correct. But I mean, it's one thing to add microtransactions, another thing to alter the gameplay.
Yeah,
to now, and this is literally like, first off, who the hell cares after 6 months? I mean, really, what I'm saying? If you don't own the game, if you already own the game, that's one thing. Right. But this isn't going to suddenly make me go and buy the game. You know what I mean? I'm like, no, screw you guys. Yeah. I'm going home.
Good word of mouth could trickle some
perhaps
sales, but again, this is
Warner Brothers.
We're just gonna have to wait and see what happens.
They're saying, by the way, all our news always end up with, we're just gonna have to wait to see what happens.
There's not much you can do there. That's why.
But what they're saying is, in order to fully restore the core promise of the Nemesis system, we'll be permanently removing gold, war chests, and the market from Shadow of War. This means the option to purchase gold with real world money and the ability to gain orc followers from war chests will be removed. There will be a specific amount of time given for players to utilize their unused gold. If players have unused gold by the end of the time allotted to spend it, any remaining gold will be converted into in-game items. And that day, I believe, has been set already. It's going to be July 17.
Mm-hmm.
So spend the gold that you spend real world money for some reason to get. No, I'm not going to judge you, but I'm totally going to judge you. Like, come on. It's a single player game, dude.
Just say silently
just
judging.
Play it.
We're silently judging you
exactly,
guys.
Exactly.
Miss Shadow, what you have for us there?
So I do want to mention a little something before I get into some real news.
Mm-hmm.
So the update that I was talking about, Fortnite,
mm-hmm.
they also added vending machines.
Oh,
now I thought this was going to be...
What is that for?
For the base game. No, it's for Battle Royale. And these vending machines will give you certain items depending on the color of the vending machine. Because you have your uncommon, the green, which is green.
Mm-hmm.
You have purple, which is epic, and gold, which is legendary. So they'll give you items catered to those.
Pick me.
Oh,
so let me guess. Yeah. You have to buy the items with real world money.
No, you were dead wrong.
Oh, really?
No.
I'm shocked.
So the way these vending machines...
They haven't implemented that yet.
Okay.
So the way these vending machines work is that you use materials that you
collect along the way. Oh, you trade it in for stuff.
Yes. So so there was a common. So the common, which is a white vending machine, will take 100 materials.
100 materials that you break down. Okay, I got you.
Just 100 of that, which is simple. That's easy to get. Your uncommon, which is green, gets 200 materials.
Damn, I don't think I've ever collected more than 50 materials in that game.
And you're not building.
And I'm barely building,
If you're not building in Fortnite, you ain't playing Fortnite.
You're screwing up, yeah.
Rare, which is blue, you get 300 material. You use 300. Epic, purple, 400. Legendary, you use 500 materials.
Jesus Christ. You got to play with a team when they're...
Yeah, and each item costs a different material.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. That's going to be... They're going to adjust that.
What?
They're going to adjust... That's a lot.
Because by the time they get 500 material, the game will be over.
You need 500 material of one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Of one thing. I mean, let's say 500 wood. You know, if you literally have to clear out a forest in order.
So that's what I'm saying. Like everybody's gonna be fighting the forest now.
Yeah.
No, that's actually
nobody's shooting each other. Everybody's just chopping wood.
It's actually very
chopping wood simulator.
Easy to get that much material because there are also
500.
Yeah, because there are also
of the
loot
same
llamas.
material.
Yeah.
What?
There's also loot llamas around which give you a lot of material. Also, you're killing...
Man, I haven't played this game in a while. What the hell is loot llama?
It's a little homage to the base game because it gives you like loot crates, but instead they're llamas, like llama pinatas.
Okay. I need to get back to this game.
I got the feeling that Epic is just going like, fuck it. Yeah. What?
Loot llama.
We'll
do it. You know, this game,
let's go for it.
It's good because it's humorous.
We're going to greenlight everything now.
And it does a lot of things well. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Also, don't forget, if you kill people, you also get their material too. So getting a lot of material is really not that hard.
Well, killing a lot of people, that's not easy either. But
you gotta work as a team.
Yeah.
You know.
Let's go back.
Let's build it.
We gotta
let's make the team.
Let's go back.
Yeah.
No, you just gotta ask me.
Go
I
back.
mean, you should do and stuff.
Yeah.
So what I really want to get into is that Valve decided to wipe the Steam machine off their store.
Oh,
you don't see it anymore.
Goodbye, little boxes.
You don't see that section. So what do you think
not.
that's really gonna happen? Do you think they're gonna like go and fix their Steam machines,
No.
or just
Steam-
drop it
I
completely?
think they're just gonna
From
cut
the
their
moment,
losses. Yeah.
from the moment that whole fiasco came out with, and we're gonna put Linux on it, and Linux is gonna be the machine.
Linux.
Considering that
it
a
takes
lot
a
of
super
games
nerdy
don't require
person
that.
to come up with that idea. And, I mean, Gabe Newell. Let's be
Yeah,
real.
a lot of games don't allow it though. Like a lot of games don't.
Yeah,
Linux
no,
on
you
it.
you have to port it to Linux, and then it doesn't really run that well, you know. And this all stemmed from the fact that that this was back when Microsoft was trying to lock the programs, and I know you know nothing about this now. I'm gonna educate you here. So Microsoft, right now on Windows you can
face
install
says it all.
everything, but Microsoft they have their app store. They're trying to make it to where you buy these apps, and eventually there's even a version of Windows that you can't install any program that you download online. You can only install from the App Store, kind of like iOS and Android. So going towards that ecosystem, of course, didn't sit well with Gabe Newell, because I mean he has Steam, and of course he felt like Steam was somehow was going to be threatened by this new movement. So he decided, you know what? Fuck you, Microsoft. We don't need Windows. We're going to build Steam machines. They're going to be like consoles, but PC consoles, because we can create a hybrid.
Like that makes sense.
And there's gonna be like everybody's gonna be doing their own versions, like the freaking 3DO, and they're gonna cost $500 or $700 or thousands of dollars,
depending on who makes
because
it. Yeah.
they're still being fucking PCs.
Do you know why it failed? I'm gonna tell you in one simple sentence why it failed.
Here you go.
It failed because they forgot to add QuickTime. And you need QuickTime in there. Without QuickTime, how do you play the videos? You know what I mean?
There's no Excel in Linux.
That's exactly.
Or even
worse.
like JavaScript in it.
Yeah, they forgot to. Yeah, you know what I mean. They forgot to update their drivers.
Honestly, though, at least
no
just
support,
keep their. Well, no, not even their controllers, because I mean, I guess
I love that. This is
their Steam controllers.
the Steam controllers.
controller,
Yeah, the Steam controllers were kind of weird and not
kinda
very good.
But you know, somebody's gonna find a controller that they can use on their PC for cheaper, or they can use their Xbox.
Yeah, I got
or
one
their
exactly. I was gonna
PlayStation.
say it's right here. It's a PlayStation and it's it's PlayStation and an Xbox. You can use both of these controllers on the PC. Did you know that, sir? You can
Yes,
use
I do.
the Xbox.
That's how I play Cuphead.
There you go.
I defied Xbox. I'm not buying an Xbox for Cuphead. I'm going to play this on my PC, and I'm going to use my PlayStation 4 controller.
But
Fucking
I
no
do
hold.
like using an Xbox controller though to play because it feels nice.
You know what I love? I love the fact that PC gaming and Mad Dog's head is just a bunch of spreadsheets.
That's what it is, bro. I mean,
and Outlook.
You are in denial, sir. You are in
I'm
denial.
surprised you
That is
haven't
what it
said
is.
I haven't
it's
seen
all
it.
about MS Paint
It's no MS Paint is
or
that's
pinball,
the MS Paint is the older
or
model.
better yet, Solitaire.
Yes,
that is
a
Windows
classic
3.1.
Yes.
Yes.
Classic game.
With your what's the brand of that video card that you're looking
The
at?
DirectX video card.
Yes, you're almost there. You recognize it. It is a DirectX. Go on.
Oh, yeah. That's
The DirectX.
So
Yeah.
close.
I know, so close. Yeah. He was there. He touched it.
He made
If
so
you-
many PC gamers who are listening to this cry.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, yes, they are.
I'm sorry, Jason. I'm very sorry. Next piece of news: Hitman is going to get a definitive edition.
Oh, snappity snap, hit hat. Great, fantastic game.
Yes, and this is
which one we're talking about?
this
We're
will be
talking about
this is the
last
newest one.
Oh,
The newest
yes.
one. The newest one that was episodic. This will be thanks to Warner Brothers. Apparently, developer
boo.
developer
I'll take it back.
IO Interactive remains independent. However, WB Interactive will step in to publish the game. And here's what's going to be included in the Hitman Definitive Edition. IO's Interactive's 20th Anniversary Outfit Bundle, which includes 3 new outfits from Freedom Fighters, Kane and Lynch, and Mini Ninjas. Hitman 1, the main game, clearly. And then Hitman Game of the Year Edition content. 4 missions from the Patient Zero campaign. 3 themed escalation contracts that unlock 3 unique weapons, as well as a clown suit, cowboy suit, raven suit from the recent Game of the Year edition. Hitman Summer Bonus Episode featuring an ICA bonus missions. Hitman Blood Money Requiem Pack. And all feature contracts, escalation contracts, challenge packs, and game updates from the Season 1 Hitman Game of the Year.
This sounds like you've been waiting to get into this game, this is the version you should get.
Exactly, sir. Yeah. So I'm glad I waited.
Not that the previous version was lacking in any way whatsoever. I'm just saying, if you haven't yet,
that was the time, kid. Yeah,
this sounds awesome.
Wait no more.
Yeah. I was actually gonna leave this one for last, but since you were very excited about PC gaming, I figured I'll bring it forward. Mad Dog. DirectX.
DirectX, yeah, man. Damn drivers, they never freaking install.
I'll have you know that your favorite game, even more than The Witcher, World of Warcraft, is getting a new expansion. No, we all know that already.
I was going to say.
World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth has a launch date. It's going to be August 14. Mark that day.
It's already marked. That's my anniversary.
There you go, honey. I know it's an anniversary, but I need to go to Babbage's to get a copy of
a subscription to buy.
Yeah. Honey, how would you like to not go out and have some dinner and
let's play World of Warcraft together?
Instead, let's visit this place called Azeroth.
I
mean, you know.
She'll be like, "What? What are you talking about?"
Trust me, honey.
You
will enjoy this.
The next expansion, which was revealed during a preview event held early last week at Blizzard headquarters, the 7th expansion for the nearly 14-year-old MMO takes players to the high seas in search of allies in an age to in. Hold on, I'll take it back. 14-year MMO takes players to the high seas in search of allies. I heard high seas and I immediately started thinking about that Pirates game from Microsoft that came out recently.
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves, yeah. In search of allies to aid in a new renewed conflict between the Horde and the Alliance. So this got me excited because this is a story that I feel like they abandoned. You remember, of course, when they started doing all this, the Lich King and the Burning Crusade and all this other things that happened, and suddenly it's like, well, what about the fundamental fight? You know, the one that was shown in the movie that you probably haven't watched.
No, I haven't seen.
It's not terrible. It's like just not great either. Which was a very faithful adaptation, I might say. There's the Horde versus the Alliance. I think I'm gonna go back to this one.
Really?
Yeah, I think at least I want to try it.
We'll never see him again.
No. I never see. I've wanted to feel like that, but for some reason, I have gave me an ADD, man. I can't.
Okay,
dedicate
I
too
do
much.
too. Like I might play Terra for at least a few more weeks, and then be like, okay, I'm done.
I try my best to complete it,
and then come back once in a while.
And obviously, MMO. There's no such thing as completing that, but I'm just saying general gaming. I try my best to complete it, but if it stretches too long, I'm moving on.
Well, I think I like the fact that,
but at least with an MMO, you can come back once in a while. It's always there for you.
Yeah, that's the hope with Monster Hunter. I have to go back to Monster Hunter.
But the thing with MMOs with coming back is that sometimes, if you have waited too long, suddenly like they have released new patches and new balances, and they have you respect, and now you're back into the world, you know, and you don't know if your armor is any good at all. Because that happened to me with Star Wars, the Star Wars MMO, the New Republic, the Old Republic.
Old Republic, yeah.
I kind of wanted to go back, but then my character had the same clothes that I don't know if they were powerful for the new patches that had come out, and everything was like all my points. I needed to respect it again, and like I didn't remember none of that, so I was like, nope, I'm giving up. So I'm looking forward to that happening with World of Warcraft. But the good thing is that they usually this expansion usually come with, hey, you don't have to start a character from level 1. You can use this boost pack and just enjoy the new content. I will want to start a new character though, because I feel like this game has changed so much drastically, that it might as well be a new MMO. You know, at this point for me. You know, but yeah, World of Warcraft. How excited are you, Nalo?
On a scale of 1 to 10, probably 2.
You know, I've always wanted to try
2,000 over 9,000. Got you.
But ever since they had to pay for a subscription, mind you, I was little too. I was a kid.
Nah.
I'm like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? You should download and play. I think they got the starter. Yeah, the starter. It lets you play a lot. Actually,
it's up to like level 25, but that's so easy to get through.
That's all you need to know if you want to actually pay for it and continue or not.
Fair enough.
Probably not.
Miss Shadow, what you got?
So, Boss Key Studios, the makers of Lawbreakers,
oh wow, that's super hit.
Moved on to other things.
You remember Lawbreakers, right? It came out for like 3 weeks.
Is it still out? I think it's still out.
It's still out. They're going to support it.
Breaking laws if it's still out.
In its current state, but they are going to move on to bigger and better things.
So don't expect any new updates, just regular.
So Fortnite.
So get this. They had
no. Fortnite is epic.
Yes,
Bosky
is not epic anymore.
It's not epic. So Fortnite like. They're gonna make a battle royale. You know that.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Their next project.
It's gonna be
considering Lawbreakers was very Overwatch. No, not very
I don't
Overwatch.
know.
Like
I think they may need to stay away from trying to. They try. I mean, okay. Granted, they weren't trying to copy Overwatch.
It was very objective,
but
like control objective.
You have to admit that game was very similar to Overwatch, or at least appeared similar to Overwatch.
I mean, it was fun for what I got from it. Like I liked playing the beta, but I don't know if it was enough to actually get it. I don't know. I mean, it wasn't like a $60 game. It really wasn't.
No, and we only sold it for $30 anyway. So
yeah, but get this: the game had 9 players on PC in the past 24 hours.
9 players. Awesome.
That's saying something.
That are people that are curious.
I think that 10th player, when that 10th player said, "All right, like guys, I'm out."
The 10th player was like,
that's when Bosco was like,
and what's even worse, it peaked 7,482 concurrent players in its lifetime.
7,000?
7,000? That's not enough.
That's
not no, it's
not for that kind of game.
It's sad though, because it had potential. A bit, but it's just since you had
out,
Overwatch
it did look good. But
you have Overwatch out and still running strong,
over PUBG, it was like
that's what did it all. Yeah, that's what did it all.
But any game that's going to be Overwatch like now is always going to be done.
Oh, you know that hit that came out from these people. What was that game that came out that was like Overwatch? They came out around the same time as Overwatch.
Do you mean Lawbreakers?
No. Oh man!
What other game?
For the makers of Borderlands.
Oh, I know, Battleborn.
Yeah. Look at it now.
Yeah, gone.
But the thing is, they didn't expect Overwatch to be so good because Battleborn came out at least I think a month before.
Yeah. I expected Blizzard to do well, but all right, my last piece, guys. Guess who has finally been freed?
Gordon Freeman.
No.
Morgan Freeman.
Wait, so Dobby gets a sock now? Oh, you don't get it.
I don't get what that means. Sorry.
Harry Potter, come on now.
Oh, okay, yes. I get what that means. Spyro the Dragon. Remastered trilogy.
They let the dragon out?
They let the dragon out. It's coming to PS4 and Xbox One.
So it's going to be good this time.
It's, maybe. Yes, hopefully. It arrives in September. In September, I'm sorry. Another game for September. After the commercials.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Games that are coming in September are going to line out of that window, Spyro launch window. You know, they don't want to compete with Spyro.
I see a lot of kids missing school.
I think it's going to happen,
yeah, exactly.
That's what happens after summer. School starts. Oh, these new games coming out around
now.
Stay home.
Yep. So it's going to include, it's a trilogy. So it's going to include Spyro the Dragon, Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, Spyro the Year of the Dragon. All in remastered form, very similar to the Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy. while I am glad that they're doing this for anyone who's interested, I hope they have their expectations in check, because I don't think this is going to do Crash Bandicoot numbers. But hey, congratulations.
And considering the
dragon has been freed.
Ridiculously overrated. Crash Bandicoot. Ridiculously overrated.
No, I don't think so, my friend.
Exponentially overrated. I think this is a game that just... Hey,
no, I would honestly.
I want to say that I like it, but
I would
really
disagree 100%. Considering how that game came out at the end of the month, the month that it came out, and MPD numbers for that month, it landed like in second or third place.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's like,
when I say the end of the month, I'm talking about it got like the 20 something of that month. So it was only on sale for a few days, and it warped. I mean, literally passed by, got everything else.
Like what else was there in that month? I
have to look it up. But it was honestly, it was pretty shocking how well, and it literally did. It's a commercial success.
It's a good platformer though.
And realistically, I get you don't have no affinity to it, but
0.
I think it's because
running towards the screen.
Like I said, you have 0 affinity to the
running
actual
towards
side,
the screen,
but that does not mean it's overrated, my friend.
Yeah,
doesn't mean
I think a lot of people are, they have that reality distortion field, and they want to believe that this is a good game. When
come on, I have the trilogy and it's good.
No. Yeah, I'm gonna put it.
And I played
the Dream Twister garbage seal of approval.
Oh, wow.
To be in the annals of Final Fantasy.
The annals.
The annals. Speaking of shit.
Oh damn.
Chrono Trigger.
Who?
Chrono Trigger.
Oh
no, hold on. Chrono Trigger, the PC release version. I'm not saying Chrono Trigger is bad. Chrono Trigger is a great game.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fantastic RPG.
Mm-hmm.
The PC version that came out recently is not. It was whole garbage. And Square heard it. That, people did not appreciate the fact that, Chrono Trigger is coming out to PC. Finally, we get to play the ultimate version. Oh, no, this is the mobile port, for PC. So, and also it came out like without any fanfare. It's like, it's coming out tomorrow.
The Beyonce
and people were like, what? So Square Enix is saying that they're gonna address the Chrono Trigger's PC port in-house with a trio of patches. So again, I guess the patches are coming in episodes now.
Episodic patches.
Episodic patching. Yes. We have been working on addressing the issues that you've raised, and we'll be releasing a number of patches over the coming months as we continue to support Chrono Trigger on Steam. Square Enix said in an update posted to Steam. The first patch is expected to be in the first half of April.
Mm-hmm.
That patch is going to include the option to switch between Chrono Trigger's existing graphics and the original graphical style. I feel like they should name it Original Graphic Style and Crap.
Or just Original Style and Mobile.
And mobile garbage. We will post a full list of changes here when the first patch is released, here being on the Steam forums. For now, be assured that we're working very hard on adjusting, updating, and supporting Chrono Trigger on Steam. Please be excited. That last part they did not say.
They always do, mentally.
Yeah, exactly.
Please be excited. And I think it was Square Enix who coined the phrase, please be excited.
Right? Yeah. That's the trademark. Yes. That's actually how they signed. Please be excited.
Good job, Square.
Thank you for giving us our money.
Oh, do you have anything else?
No.
Well, my last stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hope that wasn't too sharp. Is actually Overwatch stuff.
Overwatch.
Speaking
of Overwatch.
Yep, speaking of.
You've joined the league.
Of course, we're not going to have an episode without talking about Overwatch.
Of course not.
Yeah.
Right? Because there's always something about Overwatch.
Exactly. That's the good thing about that game. There's always something new and exciting.
They had a developer update video recently, and Overwatch's spring event is coming soon.
Spring event. I understand this is a PvE event.
Yes. Yes, it is. And actually it's coming out next Tuesday, which is April 10th, and it's called the Uprising event. But this is they call it Overwatch Archives because it goes through their history,
the lore.
Yeah, the lore. And this one's going to be called Retribution. This one follows Blackwatch.
Retribution.
Blackwatch. Which one?
Which is Overwatch's, I want to say their, what's the word?
Evil organization?
No, like their,
security force?
They're secretive, you know,
They're
like
FBI.
their Black Ops.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Yeah. So this one's gonna follow them, and you get to play as Genji, Moira, McCree, and Reyes or Reaper, but Reyes at the time in Venice.
Okay, in Venice. Okay, and this is
in Italy.
So how does just a quick question? How does a PVE event work here?
Well, the way how it worked last year, and it worked fine, is that you like you and your friends play the characters, and they have like the bots come in like in waves.
Oh, okay.
Come at you.
So it's just like horde mode almost.
And they did it before for the Halloween event, the Junkenstein Revenge. That was also PvE.
Okay.
Yeah. It worked very well, surprisingly. You know, and I do hope they bring more PvE modes.
Stuff. Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. Something PvE corridor shooter. I'll take that.
And you should just re-download the game just for this event.
I have to look see how much space I have.
It's about.
He needs 40 gigabytes for Terra. Remember?
I think it's about yeah, but he can just play for this event and then uninstall forever again.
Okay.
You know, it's only about 20 gigs.
He has limited internet. He has metered internet. Or he treats it that way for some reason.
No, not at all.
Oh my.
All right, guys. Well, that brings us to the end news section. Give us a little bit, and we'll be right back. All right, guys. I'm going to go right into our hot topic of the week.
Hot topic of the week.
Hot topic.
Thank you so much. Our hot topic is pretty simple, guys. When is next gen coming?
Tomorrow around 7 p.m.
Oh,
all right.
That's awesome.
Thank you for
GG,
holding up.
good night.
GG, good night.
Yeah. So, realistically, there have been rumors. I think the earliest one I've seen was probably a good year and a half ago, where I think it was like a financial analyst was like, "Oh, PlayStation is going to be releasing their PS5 in a year and a half or something like that." And here we are, a year and a half later, and no,
exactly.
No, I don't think so. That's gonna happen.
But we're gonna fix that tonight. We're gonna settle this score once and for all. But we're gonna tell you guys that this is hot off the presses. Nobody knows this. We're gonna tell you when it's coming out. All consoles.
Yes, we are going to leak that bitch tonight.
Yes. That is very fucking weird.
I know. No, but realistically, this year there have been reports of dev kits going out. So if that's true, which is earlier this year, I mean, that really means we're pretty early on. You know what I mean? Because obviously the game company is going to need some time to work with the new tech to have games ready for the time it launches. So
what is this black box that we're getting, and why is Sony sending us this? And wait a minute.
Yeah.
So first off,
sir,
right off the bat, when do you guys think it's happening? When is? And give me your. I'm gonna do both of you separately, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Separately, give me the announce date-ish. You know, you have to be specific.
And the name of it.
If you want to say the time too, sure, why not? But the announce. When do they announce it? When do they release it?
Oh shit! All right, Shadow, you're up.
You want to
do the honor?
Putting you in the spotlight right there.
Yeah. So I'm going to be wrong. So
yeah.
I know while we were doing news, I was actually looking up when the past consoles were when they came in, their reign and all that.
Yeah. Doing analyst.
No, it was 2013 when both were announced. February was the announcement of
the ones like the PS3, Xbox, and see how long they ran for before they. Yeah. So Xbox for 360 ran for about
that was about 8 years. Yeah.
11 around that time, and they did release multiple consoles like they are doing now. like multiple upgrades of their console.
I don't know if there were iterations. I know there were versions. I know they went slimmer versions, and then the Xbox Elite, Xbox 360 Elite, was that also an upgrade?
It was 360 Slim, and the Elite, but it was like it looked like what the Xbox One looks like now.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the Elite it was just a color.
It was just a color swap.
Just a pilot swap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So okay. So what do you think? Based on your data analysis that you've been making here.
Honestly, I don't think it's anytime soon because we just recently had the Slim and Pro come out, and they're still relatively high in component parts. Still giving you really good quality. I know they're working on it now, but we probably won't see anything in the next at most 3 to 4 years.
Oh, okay. So you're saying basically we're 2018, 3 to 4 years is 2021 to 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're still on that right now, and considering they want to make the best console, trying to make it on par with PC, but it's gonna be a while.
Yeah, it never will be on par. I mean, realistically, even when the moment they finally release it, it's already a year behind. You know what I mean? So, Mr. Santos, what do you think, sir?
Oh,
announcement and release date.
All right, so my heart agrees with Shadow that this ain't happening anytime soon. But that will make for a really fucking boring topic of the week. So I'm gonna play the opposite.
Realistically, I'm still gonna say what I think. So
I'm gonna tell you as I see it.
It's your opinion.
In reality, we're gonna be having new consoles. They're gonna be announced. Actually, they're gonna be announced. At least one of them at Disney 3.
Oh wow!
They're gonna talk about. They're gonna have the first. They're gonna start mentioning. They're gonna put the name out there. And
planting the seed.
You're planting the seed, exactly. Yeah, because that's when you. I mean, we are hearing.
That'd be really short since these next gen only came out about 3 years now.
Don't matter. I mean, they probably they need a boost. It is known that the industry it's healthy, but it's not doing as well as they used to, before. So that's why we had the middle of the road updates, and I don't think honestly these updates are catching up because people have 4K. The adoption of 4K hasn't been like super wild just yet, and even people that have had it, they're not reaping the benefits, or they haven't been educated on the benefits enough to say, okay, this is the moment that I change, my console. Honestly, I own the PS Pro. I'm happy that I do, and I have seen the benefits of it, but it is still too expensive to say, okay, this is totally worth it. Just go ahead and trade it. I guess you could do that. You could always
wasn't that the same
trade
way
it
with last gen and 1080?
Because
TVs?
Yeah. Wasn't it the same way though?
No, because last gen there were new iterations of the console, but the console didn't have any increase in power. So people that were just updating was because it was only because I want to have the black Xbox, or I want to have the white PS3,
or the old ones broke down basically.
Yeah, but
the old ones broke down exactly.
That graphically they got better towards the end of its road.
The software development.
The software. Yeah. No, but that's always going to happen. Yeah, I'm talking about hardware revisions to the point of making it more powerful. The PS4 Pro, it's a disappointment. Honestly, like I said, I'm glad I have it because I do have a 4K TV with HDR. But that said, it's not like it's like, oh my god, this is the most. I mean, this is not PS5 or not even PS4.5. I will say.
Yeah. Well,
Xbox, in the sense of power, to me, I like that. I like what they did better because they really needed a power boost, and they have it. They did a lot better in that regards, but the problem is that they forgot about the games. It's still the console where you're not really playing any much of anything. I mean, sure, you have the best version of Far Cry 5 on console. You can have in other third parties, but that's really not gonna make you grow And unfortunately, if the system is still costing $500, how is that going to move the needle?
Of course.
So
you're saying that the announcement happens this E3 or just a seed?
The seed, yeah. People are going to start talking about the technology and
I mean, they've been talking about it for a while, but I think it would like plant a seed.
Yeah, okay. To be all serious. Yeah, even I say 2020. That's being optimistic because the problem
2020 as in
2020 release.
Optimistic,
new console,
or rather optimistic in the sense that
they're optimistic in the fact that I'm saying that it's. I would doubt that happened for real. For real, honestly, I know I'm everywhere. Let me fix it because I was joking before, but you wanted me to give my honest opinion, honest impression. I want to say I'm with Shadow. I don't think this is these are consoles that we're gonna be seeing that close. I don't think it's gonna take maybe 2021 maybe to give it a little bit, because the problem that we're having right now is that, just like she mentioned, components are expensive, and it seems like it's gonna be like that for a while. Now that's not to say that from here to there things might change, but if they want to be very similar,
since that technology is trying to grow fast, but it's having technology is getting faster now,
right? Well, yeah.
But it's
absolutely.
also getting more expensive.
The problem that I see here is that if components remain this expensive, then these companies it's not going to be feasible for them to release new, more powerful hardware at a bigger loss. Now they're probably going to be like, well, you know what? We have consoles that are strong enough. We just released enough.
So they're going to ride the consoles.
We can ride them a little bit more, and why not? PlayStation 3 and Xbox, respectively, they lasted for a really long time. So there is. There is a chance that we might be seeing, something like that here too.
Especially since, I guess for your we're missing the underdog here, Nintendo. They recently
they just
brought
released
their
it.
Oh yeah. That Nintendo.
Will we call that next gen though?
Nintendo.
It's in the middle.
Nintendo.
It's a mid-gen.
The thing with Nintendo is that we could expect a hardware revision.
Really? Already?
Oh yeah, I believe a hardware revision of the Switch could be happening. There's the rumors are out there.
There is,
if you want to believe them.
If I remember correctly, and I heard this story, believe it or not, at Nivel Escondido. I was listening to their podcast, and they were mentioning there was an update or there was going to be a new controller. Maybe it was a new controller. That was very limited. It was weird. It's like, so you guys are selling, you guys are selling a controller that's worse. It
was going to have an actual a good feeling directional.
They kind of did. It's called Labo. Oh, it's made of card.
Yes, cardboard.
Cardboard.
Think of the kids, though.
So my thought on this is, and this is literally what I'm thinking. I'm actually just gonna give dates because you guys don't want to stamp dates on.
Oh, wait a minute! I didn't know. Oh, okay, all right.
No, it's too late now. It's too late. I'm gonna say my dates, and then you can
December 31st
of this year.
See, but it's always holiday.
So here it is. It's going to be Sony. I think is going to probably do PlayStation Experience 2020. That's when they announce it, and it will release holiday 2021. And then of course I think with Microsoft, what they will probably do is wait for E3 of 2021, and then release that holiday as well.
On the same holiday.
That's what they did with the last one. Yeah. So I mean, why not?
I don't think they do it on purpose though.
Maybe, if they wait that long, maybe they'll probably have some sort of strategy.
They waited. I mean,
they do it
PlayStation 3 waited a whole year after the 360 was out, and that went very well for them.
Exactly.
But now,
exactly.
They do it to be competitive. That's all they really do.
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, that's obviously
just
that's
to
a
get
new
those
thing.
Numbers in.
Yeah, the new thing is happening. You kind of want to be part of the new thing.
Yeah,
so.
but are new consoles really the new thing? That should be should be the main question. Actually, it's like, are the next generation consoles really happening?
Oh, you think this is it? This is the last generation?
No.
What we know,
sound so
in
sure.
what we know as consoles, the way that we picture it, where you go to your GameStop or you get it from your Amazon and you buy the disc and you put it. Yeah,
well,
I feel
discs
like
are going away for sure.
I feel like this is it.
No. I say we may. I would actually no. I was going to say one. I would say we have one more generation before we go.
Completely digital.
Yeah. I say we have one more generation.
Because one of them does it, and the other one's going to look
literally not ready for that. Yes,
true,
not even America. Technically, America's not even ready for that.
True, but
Japan can go.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
You might argue it's happening on mobile.
Like
Because mobiles are you are getting decent games. I'm not saying they have to be like this.
Yeah, but
like
it's still shit. It's still shit control because they're just it's just shit no matter what.
No. I'm not saying it's not gonna have control. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. I'm talking about the digital future. I'm not talking. The controllers are never gonna go away. Stop thinking that, people. Stop VR. Stop. Put the VR down. VR is dead. All right.
Come on, don't you know that they're actually
the newest Vive came out?
Yeah, I mean, sure.
It's like $2,000 right here, but.
By next year,
they're just
VR is going to be going under. I mean, there's a VR company going under. It's not going to be Oculus because Oculus it's financed by Facebook.
Might be HTC.
Yeah. But HTC, they're going to pull the plug on that.
They're the ones, right? HTC Vive. That's all. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
$2,000. That's the newest one, the HTC Vive Pro.
You know what's funny? Just recently, the PSVR dropped it's down to like 200 or so.
300.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Close enough.
You started to sound like Chakra now. It's
close enough. So, question on the next generation. First off, I want to ask this because I want to hear your opinions. Does Sony or the PS5 go backwards compatible? Do they say the hell with PlayStation 4? We'll port things over just to make you buy it again?
Oh man, does it even matter really?
Oh, for the love!
No, in the sense, no. I mean, look at Microsoft. Okay. The whole thing that they're doing with the backward compatibility, which is like ridiculous. It's like you wouldn't expect that, that level of commitment to backward compatibility, but it's still like
it's still dropping the bucket.
It's like, man, we don't.
Okay, well, it will matter if, for instance, you have quite the library of PlayStation 4. And this digital future that we're looking at, I mean, come on, it's got to be easy.
That's precisely the reason why it won't happen. Because it's not going to be like, no, we're not going to suddenly try to validate the fact that you own a disc somehow. It's going to be like people were believing that this was going to work with PlayStation 4
exactly
and Xbox 3. Oh, they're going to have kiosks and then you're going to be able to give your CD and trade it for the digital version. No, it won't. This is precisely the reason why backward compatibility is just. We have proven right now that although it's a cool bullet point, it's not something that gamers are really interested.
It's very limited.
Yeah, it's very limited. So
PlayStation 5 will play just PlayStation 5.
So my opinion on that, since that I know that the PlayStation has the PlayStation Now, which is kind of backwards and all that, but subscription. I feel like they're gonna port that over, to the PlayStation 5 because why not?
I think that they're going to.
Well, that's streaming.
It is, but it's you still get to play old games.
I mean, if you want to say streaming, sure, then they could actually release a separate they could actually do the PlayStation Mini
because you could do it on the PlayStation Sony TV.
You could do it on you could do it on PC and you can play those games. So
and as for actual backwards compatibility, I don't think so because remember what happened with the PS3. Not many people played it, but
which is why they changed it eventually.
It's a nice thing to have.
It also costs less too.
People probably still have a lot of their PlayStation 4 games and all that, and who knows if the PlayStation 5 can run like the same disc or if it's all digital.
Well,
we don't know that yet.
Actually, no, you know what? you opened my eyes. You actually brought up a very good point. Although you did it in a different way, because you were talking about, remember how the PlayStation 3 was difficult, PlayStation 4 now PlayStation 4 is basically a PC. PlayStation 4 Pro,
all discs are Blu-ray.
You could say that it is a, not really a port, but it kind of feels like it almost a port of what? I mean, in the sense of games that come out on PlayStation 4 Pro run also on PlayStation on the regular.
Yeah.
But
so it's almost like, well, they're able to.
Are technically Blu-rays.
Yeah, but
they're Blu-rays.
They come on Blu-rays, but you don't need to have them on Blu-ray.
No, you don't. No.
But what I'm saying is that those are still technically the same game.
Yeah. No. I know. I don't mean it. I don't mean it in the sense of port of having to do some major reworking to make it.
It runs
work.
the same. It has the same CD reader,
but it's
as
the same
PlayStation 4.
It's the same. It's the same engines and stuff like that. So they could, that could actually benefits a lot of the backward compatibility, because suddenly all you got to do is just put some minor restrictions on some titles, make sure that this machine is more powerful, that this 60 frame per second locked game now is going to run at 400 frames per second. Now they put some limitations, but yeah, that could actually, that throws a monkey wrench on my whole backwards compatible.
That's what I was thinking, because with the PS3 they had to add an actual different component into the early systems to
they don't have to worry about that anymore.
PlayStation games, but now since
because
it's
they decided to do that cell processor
from a 4 to a 5, they might have the same components to do it.
Because in the heart of it,
unless they go all digital, well then.
In the heart of it all,
there you go.
Mad Dog, the heart of the PlayStation 4 is a PC. There's a PC inside,
and yet there's still no Excel.
Running Excel, running your favorite Word, and
it's like I can
Netscape 2.0.
It's like I can use
2.0. Wow.
The internet, like the internet browser on my PS4. It's still not a PC.
Can you access GeoCities?
By the way, I recently got an email. I think it was about the settlement, the Sony settlement for people that bought the PS3 and went back when you used to have the fat one, the fat boy. You could install Linux on it. You could install Linux, sir, on PlayStation 3. Talk about a nerdy computer. Linux.
Okay, but somebody.
And then Sony was like, "Okay, we're not doing this anymore because this could potentially open our kernel for people to hack and to pirate." And a lot of people that claim that we're using that feature, although I don't know how true that was, but they decided to sue Sony for because suddenly they lost some functionality. They claim that the reason they bought the PS3 is because you could install Linux on it and run the So the settlement, I guess, was reached, and you could get up to $60.
It was 65, no?
Yeah.
65, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So,
congratulations,
you have been using...
You have a free game.
Yeah, especially for you, Linux user.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I love that stuff.
Yeah. You eat it.
All right. We got some comments on the post I wanted to quickly bring up. First off, Giovanni, Mr. Sparrow Wolf,
Gio
says, I'd say not in at least the next 2 to 3 years. Sony's is way too comfortable. Microsoft won't risk another first strike after their Xbox One fiasco. And Nintendo basically just launched and probably will Nintendo as always. So he says 2020 to 2021, anything before that will definitely surprise me.
I wonder what he means by first strike. Like they won't risk releasing first?
Both relaunch more powerful versions of their console. So he put in an asterisk here, but Sony is way too comfortable. Microsoft won't risk another first strike after the Xbox One fiasco.
So releasing first?
They didn't release first. That's all.
No, that's why. That's why. That's
I know.
That's what I wonder if he means that.
I don't know.
Because I was gonna say, if he means that, I mean that, as we established already, that did pretty well for them with the 360.
Yeah, I agree.
Releasing first. But if it's not that, if that's not what he meant, then there's no point.
Mr. Jake McCann, thank you so much for writing in. He says he heard it's 2020 also.
Oh, snap. We have a mole.
We do have a mole. We do have more. Mr.
Interesting.
Jake. I'm gonna send you my number. Tell me all the good stuff.
Well, and also that's not his real name, because if that is his real name, then we'll got in trouble.
No, exactly.
We're just using a fake name.
Exactly. Mr. Fariello says,
and that's also a fake name.
Yes, Fariello is a fake name.
Yeah,
that's a, what do you call that? A moniker.
A moniker.
Next gen will come sooner than later. However, as we keep going to the future, consoles will just be upgraded PCs. We are at the point that even Microsoft has said that they want to make their console upgradable like a PC. They already have and will make all Xbox exclusive game run on PC also. So is there really a need for a new console when they are pretty much wanting to make everything PC now?
Yeah, Martin.
Then you have PlayStation. Again, is there really a need for a new console? Why not just make a console that you are just upgrade over time like you do a PC? I mean, again, at this point, consoles are pretty much PC, just a lot more dumbed down.
Oh, I don't know if I like that idea, though.
Then
I don't want to deal with upgrading my console. I don't think you either.
That would be the opposite of being a console.
But I get what he's saying.
Yeah,
he's saying
no,
it's like, hey, these are PCs.
There'll always be a stupid war of which is better, which console is better. But when you really look at a console, there are really just a computer with just a name slapped on them with special firmware
and no Excel.
Gosh, he goes on here. Hold on. He goes on to say, also consoles are not really just video game consoles anymore, as they are entertainment systems. Not to mention consoles have been slowly dying, and is going to get to the point where we won't have consoles anymore. Everything will be PC and mobile gaming. I hate to say this, but as the world grows and we are always on the move, mobile will be the main way to play a game in the future, even if people like it or not. It's easier to play the game on your phone or Nintendo DS or any other handheld, and with everything becoming digital, we are going into the digital age. PC will be a lot, and I mean a lot more common everywhere, at home, office, anywhere, work, anywhere.
All right, so I got it.
Okay. The too long didn't read. Screw you, I am not making a shorter version of this. Get over it.
Even though he gave us a TLDR and he just gave us a 2. No, I was going to say, I got it. I got the Xbox
plan?
2X is
2X now. Oh wow.
the next bot or whatever they end up calling it. So it is a Windows phone. No, listen to me.
Because it sells so well.
But this is gonna be what's gonna bring it.
Oh, okay.
So Windows Phone, right? But it could actually stream 4K images to the TV. Yes, you heard me. You heard it right. Stream. I'm not talking about cables or anything like that. You just put it near your TV through technology called touch sense.
Okay.
That's the name of technology.
Some new thing that they invented.
Yeah, exactly. Kinecticals.
Okay. Connect.
Yeah, Kinecticals.
The new Kinect really is just to connect.
It's just to connect the TV to your console, because your phone is your console, but you buy the gamepad sold separately, of course, because they got to make their money. Of course. They're gonna cost $80 because Nintendo was able to get away with that. So gamepad $80. Your phone is whatever it is, but it's gonna be subsidized by your phone company, so no worries. So now you have your console, which is your phone, but also you can play games on the big screen at 4K.
You know what this reminds me of?
And they have powerful chips.
Mm-hmm.
So
you know what this reminds me of? You remember the movie Her and the little game sequence he was playing?
Yes. That's the next game.
It's gonna be like that.
Oh.
And I'm done with gaming.
Come on.
I'm hereby announcing my resignation.
We will play that like no one else. Last comment. Mr. Yangel says, yeah, well, when the video card stopped costing as much as a console, I will consider going back. This BS is excused by developers that say what makes graphics great for gaming makes it great for mining. Okay, fine. Then make dedicated ones. It's just laziness to jack up prices. So his concern seems to be the possibility of a much higher price console because of a much higher price video card.
Video card. Yeah, true. So, because it's the same chipset.
Yeah. It is a PC.
I'm totally with it. It'll be like the Nvidia and AMD. They are chastising the use of their video cards for for mining, for Bitcoin mining and crypto mining crap, but they're doing absolutely nothing about it. I mean, nothing major. They're doing little things here and there to make it seem like they care, but hey, they're still reaping the benefits.
Oh hell yeah, they are.
So
exactly, they're literally rolling in it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that brings us to the end of episode 102 of GG's Mouthful podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please, as always, go to goodgame.tech. Please join the conversation there. Also, if you are listening to this on iTunes, YouTube, or Google Play, please like, subscribe, and share the podcast with everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Want to give a quick shout out to Giovanni and all the guys over at Nivel Escondido. If you're into, if you speak Spanish and you want to listen to a good Spanish podcast, they have got a great one. Their last episode is actually almost 3 hours, apparently.
Holy crap!
So there's a lot of good content there.
This is how you know they're professionals.
Oh yeah,
you know we are here like struggling at an hour 30.
Yeah,
it's like, should we wrap up? Are we rambling too much? Should we shut the hell up?
I've noticed that we're getting longer and longer.
And all right with this one here. I mean, this was okay. Some quick notice. Next week will be my last podcast before I go away on vacation. So after that, of course, Mr. Santos and Miss Shadow 24/7 will be here holding down the fort.
Oh, we don't know what's gonna happen.
Who knows if people may show up to join them. We'll see. So this is Arnaldo, aka Mad Dog, signing off for this week. Mr. David Santos.
You know what I was just thinking right now?
Talk to me.
Whatever happened to Destiny 2? Suddenly you don't hear about it anymore.
I don't know. Ramiro is always playing it, so
yeah, but like
he's got a
same
group,
exact
literally.
thing how Destiny 1 happened. Same exact thing.
I don't know.
In the mainstream, you don't hear it a lot. Yeah, I feel like Anyway,
guys, actually, no. For the record, these guys were showing off their 300 level.
I know people in our group, but I'm talking about like in the media in general, and you don't
because
hear
there's
a lot
nothing really
about
interesting right now.
They're waiting for the next major. Well, they're waiting for the new. What's the guy's name? What's the first expansion that they had in Destiny 1 that was really good?
Oh, the Taken King.
The Taken King. So they're waiting for Destiny
for the king to be taken in again.
They need to take King, and then
we all are.
Expansion too. I forgot the name.
You know what? You know why it is? Because they're playing Monster Hunter.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
I gotta go back to Monster Hunter. Miss Shadow, 24/7. Take us home.
I'm ready to go home and play more Terra before I get bored of it.
Actually, I should probably go downloading it now so that it's ready for me tomorrow about this time. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
GG! GG every day.